Shalom Mishpacha. My name is Rabbi Mort. My wife Summer. We are Mahi Ministry. And we have another video. This is going to be a very intriguing video. And one of the reasons I decided to make this video is I really I was sickened by all the attacks on coming from specifically from Christianity towards Islam. And I decided to show this comparison. And what is going to be the name of it, Summer?
Well, in comparative religion ideology, the title name would be Child Brides, Rebecca and Aisha.
Okay, so with that being said, we're going to move right to it. First, we're going to do a prayer. Baruch Hashem. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Aromimcha Hashem ki datani. Please help us, Hashem. Give us wisdom and help us and guide us through this video. Amen. So, we're going to go right to it. We're going to start out with Rebecca. And I'm going to have my wife read it from Genesis 24, verse 65 through 67.
And the servant said, "He is my master." She then took the veil and covered herself.
She being Rebecca.
The servant told Isaac all the things he had done, and Isaac brought her into the tent of Sarah his mother. He married Rebekah. She became his wife, and he loved her, and thus was Isaac consoled after his mother.
All right. So we're talking about the marriage of Isaac and Rebecca. So this is very important. Now we're going to see another source about Isaac and Rebecca. We're going to go to the book of Jasher, Hayashar, and my wife is going to read it. It's going to be from chapter 24 of book of Jasher, verse 39 and 40. Can you read that for us, Summer?
Yes. And they all blessed the Lord who brought this thing about, and they gave him Rebekah, the daughter of Bethuel, for a wife for Ishach. And the young woman was of very comely appearance. She was a virgin, and Rebekah was 10 years old in those days.
Rebecca was 10 years old. Now, why am I bringing this? Well, most of the attacks of evangelical Christianity or any type of Christianity towards Islam is they use the hadith of Islam to attack Muhammad and his marriage to Aisha.
Not any Quranic verses.
Now, we know from Surah Ibn Ishaq that, or Ibn Hashim, he states that Aisha was 9 or 10 years old when the marriage was brought together. Very similar as we saw in the book of Jasher about the marriage of Rebecca and Isaac. It said, how old was
she? Was 10. About
10
the same
years old.
As Aisha.
So I wanted to do this video so people can see and they can understand Middle Eastern culture. That they could understand that what we are living in the time now is not what the times were back then.
I'll have to even draw in another comparative idea. My grandmother's generation, she was born in the 20s, and even in the 30s, people were getting married. I know people that got married at 13.
Well, I always said Rabbi Nachman himself got married at age 13.
We're in the Midwest. I mean, these people, it's not unfounded to have gotten married. And don't forget that
betrothed probably at age 9 or 10.
Bat mitzvah and bar mitzvah was between 12 and 13. So what are they saying nowadays? Are they out of place? Are they out of touch with historical lineage?
I think Christianity has become so Romanized,
so far removed,
that they have no idea of what Semitic culture is. No idea. And therefore, they use these little attacks of their misunderstanding. And I just wanted to get this clear for our Muslim brothers out there that are constantly being attacked on this. And I want to show another hadith, which the book of Joshua is another
But
hadith of Judaism, really.
if I may, we also have to shed a light on in a Semitic culture. Just because someone's married doesn't mean that they would have bed rights at that moment.
Absolutely.
There's certain seasonal situations that were in the Middle East that the Western culture is not going to understand. There's certain rituals that are done. There could be a season or two between the time of actual betrothal. There's a lot of things that have to happen for there to actually be a consummation of that marriage. So, and also one last thing I would like to say is during a time of, say, drought or impoverishment, girls, if their father wasn't there to protect them, so that they had passed away at a younger age, maybe in their midlife, like 40s or 50s, the father passes away, it's a security situation. We don't, in our present form of modern Western culture, do we give a mule for someone's daughter? I mean, that's not our tradition. Maybe back in pioneer times they might have done something like that, but this is far removed, and so a price, a marriage, a bride price, historically.
But I wanted to show that it's not odd, as you can see the Bible um, in the book of Joshua, which agrees with the Bible. The Bible talks about the book of Joshua. Um, also agrees in the same manner that when Muhammad got married, it's no different than as Isaac getting married at the age 10. So what I'm trying to explain is this is just anti-Semitism and really ignorance of Christianity of attacking Islam because
Because
Islam is monotheistic.
But if we were to look up Roman or Greek culture, I'm sure we wouldn't find much of a difference in age
I'm sure
range
we
at that
wouldn't.
time frame either. So,
Yes, exactly. And the disgusting things that the Greek and Romans did and marrying little boys, that's a different story.
not
And
even marrying them, but using them
or not
for
even marrying them, absolutely
soldier
not.
rights and things like that that carried into
So
American
that
culture.
that
Let's talk
the
about it.
the Roman is what's disgusting about it. That's the disgusting part of it.
And we see even in modern form how Western civilization has taken on altar boys and things like that that are perverted and against the Torah. So,
With that being said, thank you for watching our video. I wanted to give a shout out to Ohar Olam. I got my nice Sephardic kippah. Thank you for that, and shalom.
Chibuto.